I only have a few minutes. It's been a while since I spoke with Marv, so I'm going to get straight down to it. I'm here for the broken. I'm here for the people that have issues. I'm here for the people that have experienced family and personal trauma. Anybody that's sitting here that thinks that they can't relate or thinks that life is, generally good and hunky-dory, I'm here for you even more. Because the most dangerous thing is having a lack of awareness when it comes to this thing that we call life. It's the most beautiful gift, but people, it is hard. It is hard, and it gets hard. It's the most beautiful thing ever, but it is hard. If you get one thing from me, if you only listen to one thing, listen up and hear it now. If you do not make a commitment, a personal commitment to getting intimate with your mind and mastering your mind on a daily basis and getting to know yourself, the specific details about what makes you tick mentally, every single person in this room is bound to be an addict in some type of way. The drugs and substance that I'm speaking on, that's just the stereotype whenever you think you hear the word addiction, okay? But this mind, this human mind, is the most powerful tool that we have at our disposal. We could do literally anything that we want. But with great power comes great responsibility. And if you have this ultimate tool and you're not utilizing it, and you're distracted and you're not mentally present, the world is very ugly, and it will take you without you even knowing, and you will eventually end up with a multitude of very sneaky character defects. Maybe they won't be drugs or substance. Maybe it'll be insecurity. Maybe it'll be anger. Maybe it'll be gossip. It'll be a multitude of things that will prevent you from having an authentic life. Now to my story. My journey into mental weakness and addiction started when I was in 8th grade. I was playing 3 different baseball leagues at once, and I had migraines, super bad. I was diagnosed with a brain condition, almost did surgery, opted not to. I tried everything under the sun non-narcotic, meaning not addictive. My mom had 2 back surgeries at the time, and I was down with a 3-day migraine. I mean, blankets on the windows, no TV, no sound, nothing. She got tired of seeing her baby cry. So what did she do? Like I said, she had 2 back surgeries, so she had these pills. She gave me 2 Norcos. 30 minutes later, my migraine is completely gone. I start to get the little itch on my nose, and I realize I'm starting to get a little bit of a motor mouth, you know what I mean? I really like the way it's making me feel. And I'm only in 8th grade, so I don't have the mental fortitude to realize that, it was something bad. I just knew that it made me feel like I was Superman. What happens next? I start lying about headaches. 6 months later, my mom gets her 3rd back surgery. She goes from Norco to something called OxyContin. You guys probably don't know what that is, thank God, but OxyContin is the reason that we have a heroin epidemic. Not just here, but in the US. OxyContin is pharmaceutical grade heroin in a pill form. You can crunch it up, you could snort it, you can melt it down, you could shoot it. You could smoke it on tin foil. The only thing that I did not do was shoot it. If I ever used a needle, I would most likely be dead. I flatlined twice, by the way. So what happened is I continued to, as soon as that happened, I wasn't ready for pharmaceutical grade heroin. I didn't even know what that was. Boo! I'm off and running. Now, I'm not only lying and manipulating my mom's love for me, I'm lying to get pills, okay? I'm stealing my mom's meds. I'm selling my mom's meds. I didn't even know what physical drug withdrawals were for like 3 years because I always had the supply. There's people still that there's people that are dead today. There's people that are living with addiction today, some of them because of pills that I've done with them or pills that I've sold to them. This is life and death. And addiction, I don't care if you think that it's only for, people weak-minded or like the homeless guy. You can get anybody. And it's life and death. Who's got a best friend in here? Anybody can look around. Who's got a best friend? Raise your hand. I want to see him. Okay? You got that best friend or multitude of them that know you more deeply than your whole family does. Know all of your secrets. I'm not going to rip my shirt off, but I have a portrait right here. His name's Jeff Avey, or his name was Jeff Avey. He lived with me. He was one of my very best friends. He called my mom. My little brother had 2 big brothers. Every single night we would kick it, and we would, usually fall asleep to watching a movie, and we would always tell each other that we loved each other, like that close. I go to work, I come back about 4 p.m., I find Jeff dead on my couch. My little brother, 7 years my younger, then watches me lose my mind as I rip this blanket off of him, and I grab him out by the shirt, and I violently try to beat his dead body back to life. Till about the 5th time, and his head goes this way, and it looks like somebody taken a purple permanent marker and drawn it perfectly down his body. The whole entire left side of his body was completely purple, and then it hit me. I'm staring at my best friend, and he's dead. I don't know if anybody's ever seen a dead body that close, or especially somebody that you absolutely love, but if you want a hardcore dose of what life really can be like and the reality that is not all peachy keen, that is a hard lesson to learn. I hope that you guys can learn from that and not have to go through anything like that. And you know what? It still wasn't enough for me, okay? Because what the drugs do, they don't just infect you here, they infect you physically to where you get sick when you stop taking them. Wasn't enough for me to quit. I didn't quit until I had to watch my mom die of cancer. Literally watch the life go out of my mom's body. 2010, it was April Fool's Day. So April Fool's Day is always funny for me, There was no more pills for me to steal anymore. So for about 2 weeks, I turned to meth, and I got down to, I'm a skinny guy anyway, but I'm sitting at like 160, 165. Imagine me at 123 pounds. Wow. And I didn't even realize how bad I looked. And I don't even care about looks. I didn't even realize how bad I felt. Finally, I took the chance. I put myself in program voluntarily, did the mission. Best choice ever. Forged some of the most beautiful friendships in 13 months. 5 out of 6 are washouts and back at it. I got a chance to know this man. One of the most kind-hearted men I've ever had the chance to know. He's treated me like a grandson. He gave me the opportunity to speak. Spoken at every middle school, high school in the North State, and it's been about 3 years since I've spoke. I still had a lot of maturing, a lot of growing I had to do. Now I'm a father of 2. I'm married, and I've done a lot of growing up here. This is where it's at, okay? The drugs and everything cover up and they distract you and it will take you out. But you have to master this. This is what it's about. You think for yourself. You don't let other people lead you astray. You be a leader, always. I'm going to finish with something that I wrote right as I was getting out of program. It's been a while since I've spit it, so I don't know how much of it I have memorized, so bear with me. The first taste was sweet. I arrived at the show. No introductions needed because you had me from hello. There was the tightening of a string and the bending of a bow. The sound of a snap. It was Cupid's arrow. You think it would hurt? But it was oh so sweet. How did it take the 2 of us 15 years to meet? 15 years to meet, a short 60 seconds to feel complete. Euphoria, enlightenment, pure excitement. The world was not my oyster and you bet I was biting it. My body was filled with overwhelming love, a love that seemed to fit so perfectly like a glove. The demons were rolling, yeah, they pushed and they shoved. They had me thinking that you was a gift from above. How was I to know that your intentions were bad? I mean, you took away the life-sucking migraines I once had. Couldn't be all bad. Or was it that I'd been had? You pulled the wool over my eyes, and for that I'm deeply sad. You see, I didn't know better till it was much too late. You took my loved ones' lives, stacked them up on your plate. You just sat down and ate and gave me no room for debate. I have a feeling in my heart, and that feeling is hate. The hate that I was too late. Realized I couldn't have been great. I should have stopped the cycle and prevented the fate. But like I said before, it was just too late. You see, that time is in the past. There's just no time for debate. But good things come, though, to those who wait. I know they're up there looking down, waiting to open the gate. But before I get entry into the kingdom of grace, I gotta face my inner demons and slap them dead in the face. So no more Reynolds foil and no more freebase fun. There's no more oatmeal cookies. That's life one and it's done. No longer will you see that former drugged out son. For now it's season 2 with no more constant reruns. So men, ladies, please don't boil that brain to the temp of the sun, because your family weeps when they see you spun to the gun. No more hurting the ones for which I deeply care. No longer do I want a soul that feels so damn bare. Still though, you will forever dwell as a constant reminder. But when I hear the kicks and screams, I'll simply turn on the blinders. Yeah, you did. You taught me so much, yet it taught me so little. Let me taste the rainbow, now I'm through eating Skittles. No more explosive learning will I choose for my path. No longer will I feel that pharmaceutical wrath. I came in this world with a heart full of gold, but as I grew old, my heart just grew empty and cold. Our mentality was one. You see, we define ride or die. Then you took my best friend, left me to scream out why. You made me so physically sick through absence of your love. But now I see that we never fit, like OJ in the glove. No, the glove never fit. The game was never legit. The glove never fit, so now I'm choosing to quit. You showed me the ghetto, the deepest and darkest of places. You held up a mirror, I seen dirt and shady faces. My previous road dog, my former partner in crime, everything comes to an end, and partner, now is the time.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me. It's about this. Master this.